They fitting to get my goddamn babies and keep them. Okay, that's how she feeling. She talking mad shit to the sky. Okay, and whoever think they gonna keep my babies, hell, what time do the Bureau of Child Protective Services, Esquire, open up? What time do the motherfuckers open up? Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and/or the join button here on YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah, Part 7. Okay, so where we left off, Winter was in a diner outside of her father's lawyer's office. Okay, she just came down from Goldstein's office. Goldstein got a woody because Santiago told Winter, tell Goldstein for the deposit, use the key. Okay, so Goldstein like, oh shit, the key. Oh God, okay, what we got to do next, right? So she leaves Goldstein's office and she goes down to the diner and she's thinking to herself so many things. Okay, the first thing is she knows she can't go back to Brooklyn. Okay, one, because her parents asked her or told her, please, Winter, do not go back to Brooklyn, right? Secondly, there's too many unanswered questions for her to just go roaming around in Brooklyn like, la-dee-da. The third thing is her aunts are going to be looking at her asking questions about why in the hell Santiago ain't gave her or gave them money to get their kids out, and all the while they all still locked up together out there in Rikers Island, okay? They together having fun. Like I said in the last video, it's like Lawton, okay, in the 80s. Now, moving on, she's sitting there eating her cheeseburger. Actually, she ain't eating it. She picking over it. And the next thought in her mind is, you know what? I could always stay with Natalie. Her mom's real good, with the family. There'll be no problem. But see, remember, Winter is mad at Natalie because Natalie pulled that old stunt on her. Natalie tricked her into having the hunchy poo with her boyfriend's friend, Bullet. Bullet is damn near a married man with kids that ain't got no car that live with his grandmammy. Okay. So she in her feelings because she's saying, I can't trust that hoe. You supposed to be my best friend. You supposed to be looking out for me. Natalie's sentiment is, Winter, it don't matter. You would have fucked him anyway, which is true. But a lot of you guys said in the comment that Natalie was real foul for that. I can dig it, okay? I mean, at least I'd be like, ho, okay, now we know you're a ho, okay, but you finna go upstairs with a man that's getting ready to have a baby, ho, okay? I would have did it like that. That's how me and BFF would have carried it, okay? I would have just like mentioned it to her, still like, bitch, okay, you gonna fuck her, we know you gonna fuck her, but just as long as you know that the dude that you get ready to take down is expecting a baby. Okay. So she thinking like an old street girl, because I see that there's a lot of lying and playing mind games in this street life. So what Winter thinks she's going to do, or how she figures she's going to play it, is I'm going to go stay with Natalie. Okay, Natalie stay in the BK Winter, just in case you forgot. But I'm going to go stay with Natalie if I have to. Okay, and I'm just going to play it like I don't have no problems with her. Run the game on her that she played on me. She says to herself, I would use Sterling for as long as possible, at least until I got answers to the big questions about my mom, pop, and sisters. I couldn't see him minding. It seemed like he liked being used. Ooh, no, no, no. It's not that he liked being used. It's like that. It's that he likes hunching you, girl. Whatever it is you doing in the bedroom with him, oh, he like it, And don't forget, Sterling is Jaleel White. That's who I see. Not Steve Urkel, but the grown-up Jaleel White. Okay, so we just want to leave that there. Now, Goldstein located moms swiftly. He told me she was being charged with resisting arrest, insulting, and assaulting a police officer. From his estimation, those charges were just a means for them to hold her for questioning about Souljah and his operations. He put in his notification of representation. That's when the lawyers go down there, to the court clerk and say, look, I'm covering this case. Okay, that's what that means. Is it? Yeah, I'm taking care of this case. So, let the judge know that Mrs. Souljah has representation. The court was backed up and she wouldn't be arraigned until Monday morning. He said this was a good thing because he needed time to get Souljah's safety deposit box at the bank to see the status of things so we could settle the financial matters. Because, Goldstein ain't moving forward until he get inside that box. Okay, so the representation has been given to the court. Okay, well, he will take that motherfucker back. Oh, no, that safety deposit box ain't looking the way we need it to look, ma'am. Okay? At this point, things are out of Winter's hands. Nothing was ever in your hand. Just Winter, nothing. But anyway, things are out of her hands. So, she felt like she can rest her mind. So what she do is she do what makes her feel good. Go shopping. Bitch, are you going shopping and you only got $1,400 something in your pocket and you is going shopping, bitch? But she said nothing fancy. She went down there to the Gap. The Gap is safe. We back to Sterling, right? She's saying to herself, maybe I should have, since I was bored, maybe I shouldn't have spent this money. Maybe I should have go back there and, talk to Sterling since I am staying with him and driving his little car around, okay? But then Winter like, no, I don't want to waste my words on Sterling. I mean, that nigga just happy that I'm there, right? And, basically Sterling told her, baby, you comfortable here. You don't have to move nowhere, and I don't blame you for not wanting to stay in that big house by yourself. Winter like, okay, nigga. Early Monday morning, Mama was released. She had on the same clothes she went in with. Overall, she looked busted. Wig off, hair in bad need of Earlene's, mouth permanently twisted. She went off about the feds seizing her leathers, furs, suedes, jewels, furniture, and house. She was enraged by the loss of her record collection, which she had carefully acquired over the past 17 years. Now, I'd be pissed about that. Okay, now I would be pissed about that. Okay, because I'm a music person, and what you won't do is fuck with my music. Or Mrs. Souljah is pissed. Okay, she walking out the precinct yelling at the sky going, who in the hell heard of legalized robbery? And who in the hell think that they fitting to get my goddamn babies and keep them? Okay, that's how she feeling. She talking mad shit to the sky. Okay, and whoever think they gonna keep my babies, hell, what time do the Bureau of Child Protective Services, Esquire, open up? What time do the motherfuckers open up? And if I see any of these mother hunchies around here driving my beautiful red Benz, it's gonna be a carjacking on the spot. You hear me? She walking away like she talking to the sky. Went to go, mama, where you gonna live, mama? Because the house is gone, everything is gone. She like, don't worry about me, Winter. As Winter is watching the back of her mammy's head get small, I'm going to go stay with your aunt. She's going to be pissed about Stevie and the money and everything. I tried to warn her, Winter said. She waved her hands in the air and said, ain't nobody worried about your aunt. Winter. The last thing she said to the back of her mammy's head was, I saw Souljah. He wants to see you. Back of her head still getting small. So the next day, Winter and her mammy is down there at the Child Protective Bureau of Services for the Children. I I don't know. I don't know what they call it in New York. I don't know. But anyway, they down there, right? The two ladies sitting in front of the peoples, okay? The peoples tell the two ladies, we are sorry, but we couldn't keep the girls together. Winter's mother is looking like, you couldn't keep them together. Man, we tried, but all of our facilities are full. I'm sorry. Okay. Just tell me what I need to do to get my daughters back, okay? All this bullshit you talking don't even matter to me, okay? And this is the way this lady is acting, right? I'm telling you, that entitlement is at an all-time high with this lady, okay? But Winter has that same entitlement mentality, right? And that's probably why she kind of going through some of the problems that she's going through. But anyway, well, man, we cannot release the children to you until you have a place to live. Winter's mother said, what the hell you mean? A place to live. I live with Lori. Yes, ma'am. But your Aunt Lori is in public housing. That's only 2 rooms. She already got like 13 people living up in that house. You plus your 2 kids, no ma'am. You really have to figure it out on your own. Get a place of your own. Get a job so that you can support your children, because I don't want to bring up the fact that your husband is a old drug dealer that's locked up over there in Rikers, right? But it's the facts, man. Okay, it's the facts. But what you're going to have to do is get yourself together. Now, we already know that's going to be a hard situation because that bitch can't walk and chew bubblegum together. Plus, we think she's going crazy because something didn't snap in her after she got, the bullet in her face, right? So what the worker offers her is, look, we can put you on a list for housing, okay? And we have a shelter ready for you right now, okay? Now, Winter, she did not expose who she was, but she bent down in the corner, or not in the corner, in her mammy's ear and said, Mama, I think you should do this, okay? Winter mother ain't happy about it, right? But you got to do what you got to do until your husband come home, okay? If he come home, because like I said, the Fed just don't be twiddling their thumbs and waking up like, okay, let's go get Santiago. Fuck no, okay? They eating lunch, or they have meetings, luncheons, off of talking about logging up your day. So anyway, the worker says, ma'am, and who are you? She goes, my name Rosie. Went to say my name Rosie. Well, Mrs. Santiago, let me explain to you something. I know that you have a daughter about 17 years old. She's looking in the mother face, meaning the caseworker is looking in the mother face, saying, I know that's your daughter. Y'all look alike, okay? Or she looked like her pappy. I know that's your daughter. They're around the same damn age, but she's not saying it because, as a civil servant myself, I don't want no trouble. Just say your lie and get the fuck out of my office, right? So anyway, she says, ma'am, we can help you, but we need you to bring Winter to us. Where is she, Miss Santiago? Mrs. Santiago, Winter's mammy, stood up and said, ain't this a bitch? You want me to turn in my own daughter? What the? Now, Mrs. Santiago continues her rants, right? Next, they in Goldstein's office, okay? Winter sitting there quiet, letting her mother do her, okay? Winter's mammy is yelling at Goldstein while Goldstein remains calm, because, her husband, they talking money now, okay? The money is about $7,500 just for her mom's case alone. Goldstein is trying to get the charges dropped of assaulting and insulting a police officer or something like that. And the mother said, I didn't touch them. I calmly walked out the door. I don't have no problems with them police. They asked me to snitch on my husband. I said, answer no. Put my hands out and said, go ahead, arrest me. So I don't even know what they're talking about, but that's what they do. Okay, that's the petty shit that police officers do. They give you bogus ass charges because in their mind, they don't want to feel like they went to the emergency room for nothing. Okay, you know how that feel. You go to the emergency room, you don't know what the hell going on. All you know is dying. And then you done pay the whole goddamn emergency room bill a goddamn $3,500 because they ain't come up with no diagnosis. And all they doing is looking at you saying, we can't find it. What? You better find something. You better put some kind of diagnosis on that paper because my insurance make me pay for this bullshit. We gonna have a problem. My bad. I'll be going off somewhere. But there's going to be an issue with money. So they talk about $7,500 for the mother's case. They haven't even gotten to Santiago's case or trying to get them kids back from the system. Okay. So what exactly is my father being charged with? I interrupted. The lawyer surrendered one of the folders in Santiago's file. There were 10 sheets of green papers issued by the courts. The answer to my question, I said, what is he being charged with? Everything, you name it. Santiago is being accused of it. Conspiracy, murder, weapons, money laundering, evasion, you name it. Ooh. What I tell you? What the fuck did I tell you? Them fans just don't be twiddling their thumbs when it come out to that work. When it comes to that work, them niggas be here. They be on it. You hear me? That's why I don't want no problems with the feds. I owed the IRS $1,500. When I tell you I paid them motherfuckers like that, I don't play with them. I don't play with them. I never mentioned to Mama that Santiago told me about M0ney having some money set aside. I don't know why. I just didn't. Because in your mind, you're a shyster. And them damn shysters, they will shysh their family too. Okay? Because it's just in their soul to shysh. So the money broke down to this. It was $6,500 that had to go up front to the lawyer just so the lawyer can work on their father. Okay? The lawyer know goddamn well that whether Santiago get out or don't get out, he gonna get his money anyway. Okay? So you need to pay me my money up front. Because he ain't gonna win this one. I need this much money up the front because once in the back things don't go the right way, I know them bitches ain't gonna get me what I want. Went to thinking in her mind, well, okay, all I need to do is get in contact with M0ney because M0ney has some money for my father. Now, she's shiesty. She doing shiesty shit, of course. And she thinking in her mind, okay, I'm going to take a piece of the money that M0ney is holding for my father and giving it to Goldstein. The rest of the money I'm going to hold and offer M0ney a partnership, which would be a good deal because he already knows the business. We can flip the money and then get even more money back. And I'm saying to myself, well, it's easy for you, ain't it, girl? Ain't it? Don't you understand that when the feds is watching, you don't do shit? Do you understand? Do you understand it would be stupid for him to risk getting out on the street and jumping right back into the business, knowing that his whole crew is locked up? The man that he worked for is locked up, but this girl don't work right. She's 17 years old. She thinks she know every fucking thing. And all she's going to do is just get herself and her family. Mama and Winter, they tied up their business with Goldstein, right? They fit in the head their different directions. Mama fit in the head back to Aunt Lori's. Winter fit in the head back to Sterling. Okay. Now, Winter says, Mama, how was it over there with Aunt Lori? Her mother said it was cool. The bitch better bow down. As much money as my husband has given her and her family, made sure that they ate, make sure that they live comfortably. She better bow down and kiss my feet. Ooh, that bitch is crazy. Now, after repeatedly beeping M0ney, okay, a beeper. Okay, damn, y'all. Some of y'all people don't know what this is. Some of you do. A beeper. Before there were cell phones, there were beepers. Okay, and all you could do is just send a beep to a person. The phone would beep, and the number to which you wanted the person to call you back on would be, the number that you would put in. It could be a payphone. It could be your girlfriend's house. It could be, Charlie's house. It could be whoever house it was, right? And then sometimes people would give you a special code. So then they would know who to ask for when they call back. Always be like 1, right? Even though I probably wasn't number 1 in the nigga life, I would just always put 1, right? So then the person would call back and say, hey, can I speak to Nay? This Nay, what's popping? Whereas if you don't put a number or a code in a beeper, then the person don't know who they talking to or, who they fitting to call. So it was always like a shaky call. You may get a response, you may not. After repeatedly beeping M0ney, he finally answered my page. Who this? A shockwave went through my body. Winter, what do you want? Santiago, Where do you want to meet me for dinner? He said strangely. I'm in Manhattan. I can meet you on 34th and 8th tonight at 8. We can go any place you want from there. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the same YouTube. People that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves you babies. Y'all better have a good one. Peace.